friends, how's it going? It's Rachel from Paper Ventures, and here is the photo I'm scrapping today. It's a picture of myself in front of our bed and breakfast, or, well, I guess it was an inn in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and it was like haunted or something crazy like that, and it was kind of weird and spooky, but it was really fun, and it was a cool hotel. And so anyway, so that's what I'm scrapping about. I'm using the Crepe Paper Cute Girl collection. I just have some pieces left of it, and I really just want to use it up. So I'm taking this gray paper that has white triangles on it, and I'm just ripping it, and I found this tag in my stash that I thought would be great for just another layer. And then I'm finding more papers. I found this pink one and the simple white tag that I'm going to include. And I'm looking through my tag box, but I don't think I add another. Oh yeah, I do add another one. I add that pink one because I figured it needed a little bit more pink since I added that paper. And then I put a small white doily on the back that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I just staple it all together. I'm using these American Crafts stickers that say "This happened," and that just kind of goes off of kind of what I was saying earlier about how the place was haunted, and so it was kind of weird and spooky, but really fun. And yeah, and we survived. We got through it. There were some days, or some evenings, I should say, that were kind of like, oh my gosh, what was that noise? And you're like second guessing everything. But if you search it online, you can find out more about it and see. There's like a lot of like famous people that stayed here, like, I don't know, 100 years ago or maybe more. I don't really know. Or stayed there. And anyway, so that's kind of like, I don't know where the spookiness comes from. You can read the stories online. It's in Halifax, and also Halifax is kind of like a spooky city because lots of weird things have happened. And read about Halifax in Canada, and you'll get it, and you'll want to visit it too. Canada has a lot of really cool places to offer, so it's a cool country to travel in. So as you can see, I added that frame just peeking out in the background, and I loved this little TP thing. I've been hoarding it, but I thought it looked perfect on here, and especially because I was talking about where we were staying, like this picture's about where we stayed, I figured that's just the perfect little embellishment. And then I'm just cutting this a little bit smaller so I can put the white, I can frame it with white. And it wasn't like a normal size to begin with. This was actually just part of my scraps, but I wanted to work with it. And then like my cutting board thing, whatever this is called, is like totally messed up and doesn't cut straight and whatever. So it wasn't straight. Oh my gosh, I love that background paper. I didn't realize till I turned it around. I was like, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. But I don't know. I thought this wood grain was nice too. So anyway, as I was saying, because it was so crooked, I thought, okay, I'm going to ruffle up the edges. And also because that background paper, like on the back, is so cool that it would be really cool for all the different colors to shine through. There's pink and like a yellow and green, and there's blue. So I thought, perfect. I get the best of both worlds because I love the other side of that paper. I just never know what I would do with it. I just love looking at it. And then I get to use this side of the paper, but I get to see the colors peeking through, and I think that looks super cool. And then I use this button from Becky, who I use a ton of her flares from, so I'll put her Instagram below. I put that paper clip there, but then realized that it wasn't quite the same color blue, and I wasn't really going with much of blue, so I didn't want to attempt to bring more in and then fail. So I changed it to a gold paper clip, and using the it's a We Are Memory Keepers tab punch. I punched out a little pink tab that's actually using the same paper that I used in one of the layering background papers or whatever. So it worked, I thought, and it kind of brought it all together. I'm just going to put that butterfly wood veneer on, and then that little white heart to kind of bring the white together from the title, bring it all in together. And I'm going to put some, it doesn't really work, but I used some I should have used acrylic paint, but I used white watercolor paint to kind of make some paint splatters. So it kind of worked, but that's okay. I didn't need it too dramatic or whatever. Just a little bit of white paint splatters. And then I come in with some enamel dots. If you saw my last haul video, you would know that I stocked up on so many enamel dots, and it's awesome. So I love having such a huge variety. And there I go with the gold paper clip. There's gold in the tag in the back, so I thought it would be a good idea to include some more. Anyway, so you can see that I had added some enamel dots, and that kind of finishes it off. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.